All right, y'all. I've been asked this question so many times over the past so many months, and look what's finally in. Pellet sensor for your Traeger, for your D2 WiFire grills. So what I'm going to do is install this into my Ironwood 650. I'm going to show you the installation process, and we'll put it to use. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's unbox this thing. All right. There you go. All right. There's the pellet sensor. Looks pretty easy. Let's see what we got here. I mean, that's the extent of the installation, so there we go. We'll get this installed, and let's go to the Ironwood 650. All right, so just by looking at the instructions, you can see inside the hopper, all you need is that screwdriver. And there it is. Those are those two screws. Then there's that plug that we'll take out. And you can see how that's just gonna hook right up. So, looks pretty simple. I'll see how easy it is right now. Let's get this thing installed. So here's the little plug we're gonna pull out right here. That's literally what the sensor is gonna be hooked up to. So from what it appears, that's gonna get plugged in. The sensor is gonna bolt here, and that's it. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so here's the pellet sensor. These are the two screws that come with the pellet sensor. These are the two screws that you back out, which I backed out from right here. But they're basically the same screws, so you just got two extra screws basically. So I'm gonna get this plugged in and mounted. Okay, here's the wire that's already in your grill from taking the plug out. It's literally attached to that plug. Here's the sensor. I mean, it's as simple as plugging it in like so and putting it back in. I'm gonna take these screws, take the Traeger screwdriver, let's see where we're at here. There we go. Lined up. Just two screws. Like so. Now we're installed. Look at that. All right, now just to hook it up. Should link right up to the app, and let's get some pellets in there. So while installing the sensor and the two screws, I had about half full of pellets in here. I drained them out this access door. I kept some pellets in there. One good thing, I think I've been there, maybe some of you have been there, you don't want to lose a screw down in that auger, so keep some pellets in there or put something down there in case you kind of lose a screw and drop it. You don't got to worry about getting it out of the bottom. So moving forward, so all right, let's get this thing linked up. All right, let's get some pellets in here before we fire it up. Pellets are drained. Okay, that should be good enough to get a nice reading. Now we can fire it up. All right, so I'm gonna turn my Ironwood 650 on. Let's get us a temperature set. Doesn't matter, I guess, at this point what it's set at. Get that. Okay, we're ignited. So let's go check the app and see where our pellet sensor is reading. All right, let's see if it's hooked up. So as far as it says, we should be linked up to the app. Let me find the grill. I put it on my Ironwood 650, which is there. I'm in the igniting process right now. 51 degrees, we're on the startup. Oh, there we go. If you look, pellet sensor, it's already at, you saw me fill it up. We're at about 80% full. So just like that, 2 screws, remove 2 screws, plug it in, add the 2 screws, have your pellets where you want them, and there you go. We are at 80%, so now we're gonna put this to use and cook some killer food. So let's get something cooked with this sensor rolling. 650 has been running for about 30 minutes at 375 degrees. If you remember, this was leveled off. We've got some pellets that have been used, and you can see the indentation to where the sensor's reading. As you can see now, it went from 80% to 60%. So it's just doing the job. Took about 3 minutes to install, probably took longer to unbox and read than to actually install it. So and you can see by me putting my finger under there, I'll show you how quick that, see, 100%. Can move it down like so. 95%. I mean, it's reading just with you moving your hand on different levels. So very accurate. Nice addition to the WiFire to be able to track these pellets when you're home or you're not at home, tracking a cook. Very pleased. Just today, get an actual cook on. There's the pellet sensor installed. You can see it's reading 65% at the level. I'm actually cooking some chicken. That's dinner. So, man, that's probably the simplest installation of anything I've ever done. So, let's level this off. Close the lid. All right, now that this pellet sensor is installed, it's literally crazy how easy it is. Like, these things are already pre-wired for it, so everything is there. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. It took me longer to open the box, pull the instructions out, than to remove the 2 screws, plug the sensor into the grill, attach it to the grill. There's no drilling, there's nothing. Just a Phillips screwdriver. About a 4-minute installation, that's it. So, y'all are gonna be happy with this on your D2 WiFires, man. Put on that sensor.